Alright, well this is going to be my second review on the Stovetec stove, the two-door version. As you can see, you got the large door and the smaller door. Comes with the skirt, you can see right here. It's got the little rack where you place your wood on top. I've got some matches. Got just a regular pan of water. Got some smaller kindling to start my fire with. Some kind of medium-sized sticks just to keep the fire going until I can get my bigger sticks in there, and that's really going to be what keeps your fire going. I also got just some tumbleweed right here. That's a really good fire starter, and just some small twigs and grasses and whatnot. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take some of these twigs and just kind of lay in the bottom right here. Just kind of stick them in there. Just so we can get a little bit of fuel on the bottom, so we can see if we can't get this fire going. Just a few, not too many. Okay, next we're going to grab some of this tumbleweed and just kind of stuff in there too, because that burns really good. It's really flammable stuff, so I mean it catches on fire pretty good. So we're just going to kind of stuff that in the bottom. As you can see, you got a little bit of kindling down there, and then we'll just lay our small kindling and medium size just on top of it and light it. Okay, so I'm just going to grab these medium size and just kind of stick those on top of everything. So the fire will burn up and catch these on fire, which will hopefully keep the fire alive. As you can see, I've already put a little bit of kindling into the smaller stuff right here. I already put it inside. So let's light it and see what happens. Well, with every good fire, you got to have something to keep you hydrated. I choose Mountain Dew. You know, it's kind of the same color as the Stovetec, so it's my preferred choice. Good stuff. Alright, so I lit the match. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we can get this going. Starting to take off a little bit. Give it a few minutes and see what happens. Okay, I've lit it. It's going pretty good in there, as you can see. It's going really nice. I put the skirt on, and I put the pot with the water on top. So hopefully it'll start boiling it here soon. We'll give it a few minutes and check it. Now what you want to do, this wood, I mean it'll burn pretty quick, and it'll leave coals. So what you want to do is just kind of keep pushing these back in when it burns through the fire, so the fire always has some fuel. So just keep pushing those in as they burn down, and just keep lining them up. That's why this tray right here is really handy for that, so you can just lay your sticks down and just keep pushing them in bit by bit. Okay, now I've got the fire going pretty good. I put some bigger sticks on there, and that'll really heat the fire up really good. As you can see, it's going pretty good in there, not bad. It's starting to heat up this inside. You can see there's little bubbles on the bottom of the pan there. The fire's coming up pretty nice through there. So we'll give it a few minutes and see what happens. You probably saw how easy it was to light this fire. Last time I did it with just some sticks and some leaves. Just branches, I guess, and it didn't work very well. But if you can get some firewood like this, I mean, it works really nice. I mean, just one match is all it took. Last time it probably took me 50. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to build this fire up. And now I'm just pushing these sticks in to keep that fire alive, and they're burning down pretty quick. It's starting to heat up pretty good up here. Getting my pan all nice and black, but that's all right. Yeah, it's starting to heat up really nice. Okay, so I've fed some food in, or some wood in it for a little bit. That's going pretty good. There's steam coming out, and it's boiling nice. I've probably only been out here for probably maybe 10 minutes tops, 15 at the most. So I mean, pretty quick to start boiling your water. The really cool thing about this Stovetec stove is it's pretty versatile as it comes to lighting the fire and having fuel for it. As you can see, I just use wood, but there's two doors. You can see there's a bottom door down there, and that's basically, you can use charcoal as well. And this wood, I'll show you later. I've got the bottom door on, and I have it cracked, so that will let the charcoal falls down, and that it lets the air go through there, and it just keeps that charcoal pretty hot. And so you can actually simmer your food with that bottom door on there. So it's a pretty handy tool. I mean, you got your main fuel line, which is your big door, and that bottom one for your charcoal. And I mean, it'll just run the air right through so you can simmer your food. Okay, now as you can see, I took all the fuel out, so I'm going to move this screen away. Careful, it might be hot. And this little regulator type thing, whatever, I'm going to put it in here, right in the main door, if it'll fit. Nope, not yet. Okay, so I got it in there. There's a little bit of wood left in there, but I got it in. I closed off the door, and now I've got just this bottom one open. And hopefully you can see in there, but the charcoals are lit up, the air's flowing through, and that was just going to simmer your food for a little bit. So we'll watch and see what happens there. Okay, after a while it's been simmering. I mean, it's still boiling pretty good actually, but it's slowed down quite a bit with just that bottom door open, just a crack, and the main door shut. So that's basically it on the Stovetec stove. If you have any questions, please comment or ask me. Thank you guys.